Hey, everybody. Hey, everyone. Thanks for stopping in. Wednesday Night Live. 5 bass draw tournament is going on. Hey, Big Bait Posse. Thanks for stopping in. The smallmouth killer. If you don't follow Big Bait Posse, please do. Catches a lot of big smallmouth. We'll give it a few minutes to let everybody populate in. I get emails flowing in. Somebody's trying to turn in fish, probably. Hey, Nicole. I just seen another email from you. I got you. There's a little bit of difference. We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. Give it a few minutes. Let some people stream in here, and we'll talk about the little bit of difference between this year and last year on the 5 bass draw tournament. Man, do we have a lot of people in this tournament? So I am. Hey, Get Some. Thanks for stopping in. I did not realize until I started sending emails, but we have over 700 people registered in this tournament. That's amazing. So it's actually 703 as of today, and I'm not registering anybody else. Anybody else comes in, a little too late. I'm usually pretty kind to let people come in a day or two after, but we're to the point where we're 3 days into it, and I don't want anybody to be behind the power curve. Yeah, we got a lot of participants, and it took me about 4 hours to get out all the emails. And if anyone that's on here, if I missed you, I apologize. But I only had 2 emails saying where's my code. So, and one was did get a rejection on it, and the other one I just don't know how I missed it, but already it was in there. I just didn't hit send on the email. But if anybody did register prior and didn't get a code, I'll let them in, no doubt. So, but yeah, we got a lot of people, and we're not going to throw up the chart today. We've only been in here, the tournament's only be going 2 or 3 days, but I want to talk about a little bit of the changes that have started or have been from this year to last year, which is not much. If anybody'd like to jump up here with me, I just threw the StreamYard link. Just click on that, and I'll pull you up in here, and we can chat and join me here on the screen. But we are going to do a tackle giveaway in about 15 minutes. And I decided tonight I'm not going to do a tackle giveaway. I'm going to just do a $50 gift card to Omnia. I've got a couple of those in my hip pocket from the sponsorship. So let you choose your tackle. Although I've got this, you can't see it here because of the camera, but I got this big box of extra tackle that I'm never going to use. So, I'm going to give it away either way. So, hey, John, thanks for stopping by. My granddaughter just is over here going, it's time to do fireworks. So, you want to come and say hi? Say hi. Wave to everybody. All right. She's all about the fireworks right now, which is good. I was too when I was that age. But yeah, we'll do a $50 gift card giveaway to Omnia. Hey, I'm happy to. Hey, Thomas, thanks for stopping in. I'm happy to help your fishing addiction. Get some fishing. I'm happy to help you because I got so much. I mean, look on this side. I have 4 fishing reels, and I'm like, why do I have so many damn fishing reels? Probably got $300 or $400 worth of tackle I'm not going to use. So, hey, Adam, thanks for stopping in. Yes, we'll try to be safe. Man, that's a big snakehead you got there. Are you here in Virginia or Maryland, Adam? Yeah, Nicole's laughing. Yeah, I got 15 rods and reels out in the boat, and then 5 extra reels here on the bench. I don't need any more. So, yeah, Adam, that's a big snakehead there in your picture. You've got to be here in the Virginia or Maryland area. That's not a bullseye snakehead. That is one in this area. Hey, Bass Hunter of Tennessee, not Bass Hunter, Virginia. So, all right, we got quite a few folks in here. New Jersey. Adam, you got that snakehead in New Jersey. Wow. That I didn't know they had them. I did know they had some in southern New Jersey, but I didn't know you were getting them that big up there. Hey, Mike. Yeah. John, I seen that big bass you caught. John caught a 7-pound, 6-ounce the other day. On the first day of the tournament, he sent me a link. I was traveling Monday and Tuesday. I didn't get it till Tuesday morning. He goes, when I'm trying to catch the little ones, I catch the big ones. But I know you're going to catch the big ones later. Yeah. 105 out in California. Wow. Wow. Bogley just caught a 7-pound snakehead. I didn't see that. I had to jump on his channel. I'm sure he might be up here in a little bit. Yeah, I mean, I caught a snakehead about 2 weeks ago in one of my lakes here. It's probably 4 or 5 pounder. Of course, I thought it was a 20-pound bass. You know, we all do when you're bass fishing. You think it's when you hit that snakehead, but they're not prevalent in the reservoirs in Virginia. Now you go over here to the Potomac and the river, and they're just everywhere. So, oh wow, here's one the Big Bake Challenge video. Okay, that's awesome. Spaceman, good to see you, buddy. It's been a few days. Hope everything's going out there on the West Coast. So, yeah, and Bogley's in PA, and he's on the. Hey, John, was he on the Delaware River when he caught that? Curious, because the Delaware hasn't had a lot of snake. The lower end of the Delaware does, but he's up around Easton, PA. I know where he's at up there. That's pretty far up the river if he's catching them there. Yeah, I hear you, Spaceman. I'm super busy too. Yep, he caught him in the Delaware. So wow, that's way up the Delaware. So he's north of Philadelphia by about 74 miles. So yeah, he's way up river catching snakehead. So and they're migrating fast around here, and people love to catch them. I mean, I don't mind catching them. It burns my ass a little bit when I'm bass fishing. I was in a tournament when I caught that one. I was like, I don't need a snakehead for my tournament, but they're fun to catch, and man, they are great to eat. Adam says he's 20 miles right in central Jersey, right to Cook, 20 miles of central Philadelphia. I'm sorry. That's so you're catching them there. It doesn't surprise me then that Chris is catching them up there. So. All right, we've been a few minutes here. Let me talk about a few changes from the 5 bass draws because I've got quite a few emails. Hey, Paul, thanks for stopping in, buddy. Appreciate it. I've got a few emails asking about some of the changes for the 5 bass draw this year. The big change is, the 1 inch between fish for the first period of the tournament. That is a change from last year. I didn't care. We didn't really enforce that too much last year because what we were cared about last year was 1 inch from your biggest fish from your first period to the second period. Now that still is in effect, but what we're trying to do is make it a little bit sporty, right? Trying to make it a little bit more strategic. Maybe you do 17, 18, 19, or 18, 19, 20, and try to get 21, 22 in your last two. Try to make it a little more competitive. So it is 1 inch between the 3 bass in the first period this year. That is a little bit of a change. So other than that, it's the hard part. I'm just going to say it this way because most of you on here have fished that I'm looking here, with the exception of a few, and we do have a lot of new people fishing it. Understand that the hard part's not the first 3 bass. It's if you go too big in the first period and you have to catch a 22 and a 23 or a 23 and a 24, which 24 is hard, right? And by the way, the biggest bass, the one that caught the big bass from last year, was 23 and a half. So that was the difference. You got your she's ready for fireworks. Be about 15 minutes, sweetheart. Oh, she'll be all right. Yeah, 24th is difficult. Spaceman, this started on 1 July. Did I not get you? Did you register for it? If you did and didn't get an email, just shoot me an email and I'll get your registration code. Yes. You got to use strategy on this. Absolutely. And yeah, here's John going, I went big last year and it didn't work out. So if you don't, yeah, you got to be smart on this one. That's why we make this a nationwide tournament, because it doesn't matter where you're at in the nation. I mean, you've got to figure out what you can catch in your lakes. Now, last year, the bass hunter Brian Green from Virginia won it, and he won it. He called me immediately. He's like, I just caught 23 and a half. He needed a 23 and a half, and that was what won it last year. And if he was on here, I think he'd tell you he got lucky. You know, he got himself pigeonholed, but he ended up getting the bass he needed with just a few days left in the tournament. Yeah, I seen that. Sometimes fishing a big lake doesn't help. That's a lie. It's great. Yeah, John, if you are complaining about catching big bass, next time I'm down there with you, I'll just give you one of these. I'll give you a knuckle sandwich, man. I don't care what type of tournament you're in. Catching big bass is fun. That's what it's all about, right? That's the fun part. So, you know, if you're out there fishing, that's great that you're out there. And, you know, John, you and Lindy have the opportunity. You're both retired and you're out there all the time. So you're lucky. Don't take it for granted, man. A lot of us, like, I was traveling Monday and Tuesday and I was like, man, I want to be fishing. So I went out this morning, don't get me wrong, bright and early for a couple hours, and I'll be out tomorrow. I'll be out every day until Monday. But you're fortunate if you can get out as often as you guys do. So, and, you know, Lindy hit it right there. You know, fishing is fun for sure. So, Andrew, that's a good point. It's hard to get anything over 22 in Ohio, but I will tell you, I watch a lot of YouTube videos. I follow a lot of YouTube channels, and one of the things I've noticed is Ohio is really tough for bass fishing. But you move over a state to Indiana, boy, Indiana, there's a lot of good bass fishing in Indiana. I don't know if it's the population or there's better water and better opportunity in Indiana, but yeah, Indiana, they're always competitive in all of our tournaments. Ohio, it seems like because of the pressure that they have on the lakes there, it's a struggle to get anything over 22. You know, I feel for you. It can be tough down there. We're all going to be fishing anyway. Yeah. John always liked to say, anytime I can win Shane's money, that's good. Now, some of the joke part of that is when I first started doing these tournaments, it was my money. But now we're sponsored, so it's not Shane's money, but you just, if that's the incentive to fish, get out there and win Shane's money. Look at that. Nicole says, I live here. Fishing sucks. Worst 3 states in Ohio, Indiana, and Illinois. Okay. Now, Nicole, correct me if I'm wrong, but you travel. You fish in Tennessee. You fish in Georgia. You fish in Alabama. I know you fished a tournament in Lake Guntersville. You guys did really good down there. You're and a husband. So, I mean, that's awesome. You get an opportunity to get out there and travel and go lake. And I'm fortunate, too. I go down to Florida, Georgia, Alabama. Every year I fish a big tournament in Seminole and one on Eufaula. But getting out there and getting the opportunity to fish in different waters is awesome. John, your 7.6 was a little over 22. That's a short, fat bass for Florida. For Donkey Land, man. Donkey Land, you usually got a little bit longer fish. It seems like in what I've experienced and what I've watched. Heck, I've been following you now for 2 or 3 years. So, I would think 23, 22 and a half, 23 would be a 7.6. But, you know, every fish is different. So I'm just going through here. Linda said she was really fat. That makes sense. You know, it does. The time of year makes a big difference. And, you know, in this tournament, this time of year, you've got, you know, like Pennsylvania, Michigan, Ohio, Northern Ohio, Michigan, they're going to be in that post-spawn time of year. We're, just after the spawn. We're in the summer pattern here in Virginia. And like down in Florida, they're in the deep summer. I mean, it's been hot down there for a long time. So John says, not a fat belly, just big all over. That's what I told her too. All right, so we've been here about 15 minutes. Let's go ahead and do a tackle giveaway. I'm going to give away a $50 Omnia gift card for you guys. John's future toad. I agree with you, John. Mike Dennis is sitting out here. Not sure who fishes the Sealy Outdoors tournament. Just heard Bob Sealy passed today. Keep in your prayers. Thanks for sharing it, Mike. We will definitely do so. So let's do this. I don't have my partner. Gary is on vacation in Massachusetts right now. He'll be down here next week fishing with me. So typically what I do is tell you guys there's 13 people in here in the live, 14 people in the live right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to write on a card right here with a Sharpie a number between 1 and 15. And when I say go, you type one number, you guess a number, and the first person that guesses the number, I'll say stop, and that'll be the winner of the gift card. So I got, we just popped up to 16 people. So let's do a number between 1 and 20. When I say go, everybody gets a number between 1 and 20. And when I see that number, I'll say stop and I'll announce the winner. And this is for a $50 gift card to Omnia. And what I'll tell you, if you were the winner, just email me where I can send you directly that electronic gift card. So, all right. So I got a number written down here on this card. And what I'll tell you guys, go ahead and start typing a number in to win a $50 gift card from Omnia. So go. Get one guess. There's like a 10-second delay, so it's always interesting. Not yet. I got you, Andrew. Your first guess was 10. Keep on going. No one's got it yet. Yeah, keep going, guys. If you haven't guessed, Backlash, Adam. All right. So looks like everybody's guessed one. Go ahead and guess another number. No one's got the number yet. All right. Stop. So get some fishing. Guessed 11. And that was the number. So send me an email at shaneflinnoutdoors@yahoo.com, buddy, and I'll send you that electronic gift card this afternoon or tonight or first thing in the morning. So you are the winner of a $50 gift card. So Backlash, you got it. Your number was right after his. So you guessed 11, but his was the first one that popped up. So congrats. We will, I'll get that out to you pretty quickly. As soon as I see your email, I'll reply. It's an electronic gift card, so there'll be a number that you put in at Omnia at checkout to claim your gift, to claim the $50. And don't forget to use their discount code SFO24 if it applies. And someone asked me the other day, do I get anything from that? No. I don't make any money from that. Omnia, can't go into the details of the contract with Omnia, but what they've agreed to do is to pay out our prizes for our tournaments in return for that 15% off. So I don't get anything in return. What we do is we get the tournament prizes funded by Omnia. So the more you spend there, the better. And I'm always trying to get those prize numbers up, up to a little bit more. So appreciate you all for supporting the channel as well as Omnia Fishing. Did Spaceman have it first? Did I make a mistake? I'm guilty of making mistakes. Ask my wife. Oh, I did miss it. Thank you, Lindia. Spaceman did have it first. Spaceman, you know the deal. Send me the email, buddy. I'll get you that $50 gift card. Sorry, Get Some. He did have it first. Kind of hard to dispute it when it's in the chat. Thank you, Lindia. Thank you. I'll you know the deal, Spaceman. Just shoot me the email and I'll get it over to you. Yeah, he's got it. So are there, one more time, I'll throw out the link if anybody wants to jump up and chat with me. Just click on the link if you want to, and you can pop up in here with me. Hope everybody has a good, hey, Carlos, thanks for stopping in. Man, that's a big bass too. I love when you got your profile picture with the big fish. That's awesome. Nope, you got it, Spaceman. You got it first. We try to be fair and square. So I hope everybody has a good 4th of July. Any questions or any concerns on the tournament, you pop it in here and we can talk about it. But I think everybody's pretty straight on it. We will do this every Wednesday night. I'll start putting in the numbers starting next week. I will share in this tournament the first 3 bass, right? The first 3, in the last few tournaments, on the big bass tournaments, I haven't shared the actual numbers until the last week. It's irrelevant in this tournament because this tournament is more of a strategic thinking tournament. So what I see, I will share immediately. And I do have a couple catches. I didn't put them in the spreadsheet yet. We'll hold them. I think, Thomas, one of them was yours. But remember, folks, in the first part of this tournament, when you turn your fish in, there's no culling. You can't cull in the first part of the tournament. So I expect you to be smart about what you're going to turn in. If your first fish that you send me is 21 inches, I'm going to be like, probably not a good move. I might send you an email and go, do you want to have an opportunity to take this back? Maybe not, but, just be smart about it. So, yeah. Thanks, Lindia. Appreciate it. Adam says he's already got a few. Yeah, wait a bit. You got time. Remember, it's a 6-week tournament. You have to have your first 3 turned in by the end of the 3rd week. So, but happy 4th, everybody. I appreciate everybody that tuned in. Spaceman, send me that email. We'll get you that Omnia gift card. A lot of I spent. Hey, Marvin, I'm glad you stopped in. A lot of I spent 27 years serving in the United States Air Force, and Independence Day is a big day for me. I appreciate, it's free. Freedom isn't free, right? So think about that on Independence Day. There's a lot of people that a lot of things that have happened. It's election year too, and it's crazy. But just remember, founding fathers established democracy for us, and it works. So when you're shooting off those fireworks and celebrating Independence Day, just keep that in the back of your mind, because I definitely do. And appreciate you all for supporting us. And I'll let you go tonight. I'm going to shoot off some fireworks for the granddaughter. If you're shooting off fireworks, be safe. I went to a big Pennsylvania fireworks stand yesterday. And I was like, wow, there's some big fireworks in here. Some of this is probably too big for me to handle. So I went a little smaller instead of bigger. So, all right, guys, have a good one. And we'll see you next Wednesday night, 8:30.